My dad, he was the best signer in our family. But he was in a car accident, and he became paralyzed from the neck down, and he no longer was able to sign. Dad, I learned so much from you. I'll always love you. You are my hero.
Oh my gosh. Everybody needed
one of the best speeches of the night, for
hands
sure. Yes.
Hands down. That was CODA star Troy Kotsur, who made history, by the way, last night, becoming the first deaf man to take home an Academy Award. He won Best Supporting Actor. CODA also took home the night's top honor and became the first film produced by a streaming service to win Best Picture. Jessica Chastain took home the Best Actress Award for her portrayal of Tammy Faye Baker in The Eyes of Tammy Faye. And finally, Ariana DeBose also broke new ground. She won Best Supporting Actress for West Side Story. Here's some of what she said in her acceptance speech.
You see a queer, openly queer woman of color, an Afro-Latina, who found her strength in life through art. So to anybody who has ever questioned your identity, ever, or you find yourself living in the gray spaces, I promise you this, there is indeed a place for us.
Didn't know, that's a beautiful song from West Side Story. There is a place for us.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, and that made me tear up.
Yeah. And the representation is so important.
Fantastic.
Kudos to her. Okay, but we got to take a minute. We got to talk about the hosts of the show, Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall. During the opening monologue, Amy poked fun at Will's movie, King Richard. Take a look.
After years of Hollywood ignoring women's stories, this year we finally got a movie about the incredible Williams sisters' dad.
Her timing is so good.
Oh my gosh, it was too good. At another point, Wanda Sykes walked on stage dressed as Richard Williams. The other two women were supposed to be Venus and Serena, but didn't get the memo. Regina was dressed as Tammy Faye Baker. Amy came down from the rafters as Spider-Man, and Regina called up single actors like Bradley Cooper and Timothée Chalamet for a COVID test. She also called Will Smith's name and said Jada approved. And then later, she gave both Josh Brolin and Jason Momoa a COVID pat-down before they presented. All right, so Al, a comedian. We talk about the Oscars every year here, and we've always been disappointed. What did you think about these three hosts?
I mean, we have the text amongst us to prove it. I just said Amy was hilarious. I didn't.
All three of them, though.
Yes, but I mean, her opening monologue, I started 10 minutes late, so that's the first thing I texted you guys. And honestly, when I saw Amy, it made me think, because I've always had this take that everybody's kind of on edge and so worried about saying the wrong thing, but what that does, which is actually kind of good for comedy, is everybody's so edgy that when you do deliver a punchline, the reaction is even bigger because everybody is so nervous you're going to do. It's almost like a magician pulling themselves out of the last second. So I think the culture and a well-written monologue, I just thought they were incredible. I did not expect that, but I think we have, for all the bad we had, I think we have a new precedent in terms of who should be doing this year in and year out. It was like comfort food almost.
What did you think of the pat down?
I didn't love it. I got to jump in there at some point because I loved Regina Hall. I thought the timing on all of them was funny, and she kept saying, I'm single. That was the joke. She called them up to do the COVID test. I get it. The second she starts to touch Josh Brolin, I'm like this.
Jason Momoa.
And Jason Momoa, I'm cringing only because, gender's reversed, not okay. And in this social climate, I thought they kind of should have read the room on that. So I thought that was cringy and totally a double standard. But also hilarious and very funny, the rest of the group. I thought they were excellent.
And both can be true.
And both can be true.
Did you like, I know you love Wanda Sykes. What'd you think?
I love Wanda Sykes. Great.
Yeah.
Amy, I don't know if we have it later in the show, when she kind of addressed the elephant in the room and goes, did something happen to her? We might talk about that later. I thought that was perfect. Yeah. We needed that. Regina Hall thing, I'm going to go back on just because the double standard. I don't care personally, but when she's like, I'm going to stick my tongue down Timothée Chalamet's, who I think is barely legal right now, I'm going to stick it down his throat and check for a COVID test. Again, we want to talk about double standard. If I said that about an 18-year-old on this show, I would be removed from this show. So I can't say enough how much this double standard is coming into play. You want cancel culture? You want things equal? Good. You got to come with the repercussions on both sides with that.